I spent the weekend doing what I do every year on the opening weekend of the NBA playoffs. I sit and watch 4 games on Saturday. I sit and watch 4 games on Sunday. And today on Monday, I'm ready to fire away. I have a 5% big ticket for the clients on my homepage, wt.buzz/TC. And I have a pair of free plays for you right here, right now, in this daily double video powered by WagerTalk. We're going to talk the Knicks and the Hawks. We're going to talk the Nuggets and the T-Wolves. 2 free plays, 1 video. Let's get to it. Ted Savransky, Teddy covers with these big game breakdowns for Monday's playoff action. Let's start with the Hawks and the Knicks. Right now, look at the odds logic live odds screen. I'm seeing a mix here between mostly 6s. There are some 6.5s out there. 2 17.5s, 2 18 the total for this one. More 2 17.5. There are a couple 2 18s starting to pop up. And of course, get a free 7-day trial, oddslogic.com/Teddy. This way, I mean, it's so simple of a concept, all right? We're trying to win games by half point that everyone else is pushing. We're trying to push games where other people are losing. These half points matter. They don't matter every game. But if you could turn 1 or 2 pushes out of 100 bets into wins and 1 or 2 losses out of 100 bets into pushes, over 1,000 bets, over 10,000 bets, over 10 years, you'll be shocked at what that does to your bankroll growth. Oddslogic.com/Teddy, free 7-day trial. Check it out. All right. Anyhow, 6 6.5 total, 2 17.5 for this one. My lean here is Atlanta plus the points, and my lean here is absolutely towards the under. Look, I talked about it last week. What do you want for game 1? Game 1s, you want the home favorites and you want unders. And if you did nothing but bet home favorites and unders all weekend, you had a great weekend. My clients and I had a great weekend. 5-0 over the last 2 days, 80% since Friday. 1 in baseball, 1 in NBA. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But the concept is not rocket science. All right. Favorites and unders, home teams and unders, really good in game 1 of the NBA playoffs. When it comes to game 2, there are forces that have you thinking about zigzag. Certainly, and zigzag meaning whatever team lost game 1, that means you bet on them the next time around. And, that's your zigzag theory. Team that lost plays harder. Team that win exhales a little bit. I'm not a big proponent of the zigzag theory. I'm really not. That said, and I'm in general, I'm not looking to bet a team that just showed they were outclassed by somebody else. Oh, this time it's going to be different. That's not my MO. And if you played zigzag blindly, especially in the first round, you're not making money in the NBA playoffs. This has been a theory that was very good in the 90s, even into the 2000s. The last 20 years, not so much. So when it comes to, if we're expecting the Hawks to bounce back, it's not because it's zigzag, because Atlanta didn't play that well in the first game. And they didn't. I thought that when you talk about the guys that stepped up, Alexander Walker didn't shoot the ball particularly well. McCollum and Johnson were the only 2 guys that had good games. Their bench got slapped around a little bit. And this has been a team for much of the year where the depth has been there, where we've seen enough from Atlanta, especially over the back half of the campaign, to think, yeah, this team can hang around in games like this one. That being said, so the lean here is Hawks, but it's nothing I got to the betting window with. If I was going to bet one thing in this ball game, I would really look at the under. What did we see in game 1? We saw the Knicks with an appropriate defense against Atlanta. We saw the Knicks turn up the defensive intensity to playoff level, and they did. And the Hawks did not have good looks. They didn't have good looks from the perimeter. They didn't have good looks from the paint. And they didn't get to the free throw line all that much. So you put those factors together and you say, yeah, do I want Atlanta today? I don't know that the lean is there. But I'm not convinced that the Hawks are going to light up the scoreboard. The 102 they scored in game 1 of this series wouldn't shock me if they're under $110 again tonight. That being said, the Knicks did shoot the ball well. They hit 48% from the floor. They hit 48% from three-point range. They got to the free throw line and hit 25 or 30 from the free throw line. And again, that's a good shooting effort in a game that produced 215 points. Tonight's 217.5. And I know some of the sharp books are on the over in this game. I get it. I understand. Not me. For what it's worth. Lean Hawks. Lean under in the first of these two, Atlanta and New York. In the first of these two games we're going to talk about in the video as the Hawks play the Knicks, Atlanta and New York at Madison Square Garden. Before I talk about Minnesota and Denver, and I do have a full free play written up on this game on my homepage at WagerTalk. Again, wt.buzz/TC. We do have a 5% big ticket in the NBA tonight. These are a big deal. I don't put out a lot of them. I've had 7 all year. Those 5 and 2 with the 7 plays, 71% full season since 2021. So what are we talking about? 5 years. I've had 60 of them in the NBA. All right. I don't put out a lot of 5% big tickets. Something really has to stand out to me in order to do it. I've got one tonight. 40 and 20, by the way. 67% long term with the 5% big tickets. They don't all win. I genuinely believe these are positive expectation plays. My strongest selection goes tonight. WT.buzz/TC. Don't buy it, though. Really. If you want to get on board, we got 2 great deals right now. We have a buy 3 days, get 3 free. I'm hot. Good time. $69. Get you 6 days, every play, every day, every play, every day. It's a deal. Check it out. WT.buzz/TC. Or, of course, the all summer access, where you get every play in the NBA playoffs, every play in MLB. You're going to get preseason NFL. You're going to get week 1 of college football. All included. Nothing more to buy. No nonsense. $7.49 on my homepage. WT.buzz/TC. Or just visit WagerTalk.com. I also want to ask you guys one simple favor. If you like these videos, hit the like button. We appreciate the likes, the comments, and the follows very, very much. All right. Let's talk about Minnesota and Denver, the nightcap for this evening. And right now, looking at the Odds Logic live odds screen, I'm seeing 6.5/7 for the Nuggets against the T-Wolves. Total in that game sitting 231.5/232. And I'm looking at the Denver side in this one. It was very clear after watching game 1. Minnesota, this is not a team that's going to go to the Western Conference Finals again this year. They're not. They're down a notch or two from where they've been in recent seasons. They're a little bit older than they've been. And I loved the Osi Demuno picture, the pickup at the trade deadline. He's the one guy I'm like, yeah, that makes them a lot better. Gives them that justifiable bench presence. But when you have Anthony Edwards limping off the floor, when you have Anthony Edwards, I know it was rusty, but he's not 100%. And when your best player is hurt, that's a problem in the postseason. People ask me, who's going to win the title? Who's the best team? Who's this? And it's not about who the best team is going into the playoffs. It's about who stays healthy. Minnesota is not as good as they were last year, and they're not healthy. It's a simple fact. I mean, Edwards missed 11 of the last 14 games. Denver won by margin in game 1, and they didn't really shoot very well. 28% from three-point range, 48% overall. Their defense was there. David Adelman. Winning a grimy game is good. And the Nuggets won a grimy game. I don't know if this one's quite going to be as grimy as the last one. I do think Denver pulls away and wins this one by margin, just like they did in the first game of this series. So we like the Hawks under. We lean the Hawks. We like the Nuggets minus the points. And that's what you have. In terms of free plays for Monday, the 5% big ticket available right now on my homepage at WagerTalk.com. Again, wt.buzz/TC. I don't guarantee anything, but I like this play. It is, but I like it a lot, obviously. I've had 7 big tickets all year in the NBA. This is number 8. So check it out. Thanks for watching. We appreciate the comments, the likes, the follows, and best of luck with all your bets tonight and moving forward. NBA postseason's a fun time. It really is. And I watch a lot of basketball. I watch a lot of basketball all year. I watch a ton of basketball during the playoffs. So be sure to check back right here on my homepage, right here on the WagerTalk.com YouTube page. We'll be having free play videos on a daily basis throughout the postseason. As long as we got games every day, I'll have videos every day. So we really appreciate you guys watching, commenting, following. Thank you for your support. Best of luck with all your bets tonight. And, of course, check out that 5% big ticket at WagerTalk.com. Running real good right now. So check it out. Get on board. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.